Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video review. You might be wondering what I'm looking at. Well, I'm looking at one of the coolest devices I've seen in a long time. This little bad boy is called the Tidbyt, and it's fucking awesome. Now, guys, I'm a huge fan of these kind of things. Basically, what I like to think them are like kind of mini displays. They're really good for backgrounds, having on your desk. And I think this is probably the best one I've ever tried. I've tried multiple different ones, whether that be Devoom, a couple of other ones. And this one, pretty much in every aspect, is my favorite one so far. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, guys, I am not sponsored by Tidbyt in this video. In fact, I found out about it and bought it with my own money. That said, they do have a little referral program, which is pretty cool. If you buy it, you will save $10, and I will make $10 with the link in the description down below. It's not even an affiliate program or sponsorship or anything like that. It's just another customer, me, sending you a little discount, and I'll get a little discount too. So I really like this Tidbyt, and I'm going to talk about why now. Number one is I think the price is actually pretty good for what it is. Now it's $179, $169 with my link in the description. But if you think about it, compared to something like the Devoom, which is like a comparable one, it's $154. Now the Devoom, in my opinion, is much worse. It's just plastic kind of crap. The build quality, as you could see here, is not very good. I actually bought 3 of these things, and almost every single one doesn't work. They have errors where their software will freeze. It's just, and the screen itself is just super plasticky. You have to also buy an SD card, which is annoying. The cord doesn't really work right. It's very picky about what kind of power adapter you plug into the wall. Overall, I think this is actually more expensive than what you get from Tidbyt. I bet these guys make better margins than Tidbyt. Now with Tidbyt, it's smaller, but I actually do like the screen more. It has an interesting kind of pixely nature about it, which I'll be showing on the screen now. They're like almost like an old school kind of diode thing. Not only that, but the surrounding finish is super nice. You have 2 options between beige and walnut. I went with the walnut option. Apparently you can even personalize it and have specific text on top, which is kind of cool for a gift. Which is an extra $29. But I do think this wood finish makes it look much more and feel much more premium than something like Devoom, which is just kind of cheap plastic kind of crap with the bezel. This is a really nice bezel because it's wood and it looks really nice. Outside of that, though, what are some of the other things besides the build quality? Well, it's really bright. That's kind of an extension of the build quality, but I did want to touch on that. I really like the brightness and the vibrancy. But if we're moving on to the other section, which is probably one of the more important ones, is actually the software. And surprisingly, the software for this thing is incredible. There's so many different cool little apps and stuff you could play with. I'm going to look at it right now. So going into the software itself, you can see I have a couple different little widgets, and this is how the app works. It's very intuitive. You could add them here. You could customize them with the crypto option. You could select any different kind of currency, which is super nice. You can have different schedules. Here's my stocks with a specific symbol, the different weather for where you are, and each one is very customizable. This one has like a cool color scheme that you can use ChatGPT to make different colors. Cool little U-log right here, and then you could click the plus right here, and you could see there's so many different cool apps, and there's some really interesting ones too. For example, you could see the temperature in Death Valley. There's tennis rankings. You could show like train or bus things. You could see interesting stuff about League of Legends champs if you want your little champ to show up there. Your WoW stats for your character. That is so cool. You can also see different things like your movie rankings, the air quality, different things for your buses, like I said. You could see the pollen count, title graphs, NFT stuff, various different screensavers, Todoist tasks for automation, Minecraft server stats, GitLab stats. There's just so much cool stuff on here. Chess ELO stats. Honestly, there's anything you can ever want with fun graphics too. And honestly, if you look at something like the Voom, it's just kind of filled with garbage, just funny little cutie thingies. And a lot of them don't work well, require, a lot of fixes and stuff like that. This stuff feels like it was custom curated by the team, but I do think a lot of it is made from the community. I don't even really know if it is or not because they're just so polished and all work very well. The nice thing, like I said, is you could customize each one very easily, save, and it will do it. You could even schedule it and stuff like that. So yeah, the polished nature of the software is way, way, way better than I thought it would be. And it actually makes the price much more easier to swallow because the software you're getting is free and very easy to use. So guys, what are the cons with Tidbyt? The price is affordable for what it is, the build quality is amazing, and the software is very good. Is there a con? I don't really think so. I can't really think of any. And I'm not trying to be a shill. Like I said with the Devoom, I had loads of problems. The software was buggy. You have to have the SD card. The build quality isn't good. And not only that, but like half the time it just stops working. The screen would freeze. I've been running my Tidbyt for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I've never had one issue with the screen. It's never frozen or anything like that. The internet has gone on and off multiple times. I think there was even a power outage and it's still working perfectly fine. So guys, if you want to help support the channel and you want to get a good discount, check out my link in the description down below. It should give you $10 off Tidbyt, and this is an excellent company and an excellent device that I think you will really, really like. Stay tuned on the channel for more reviews just like this one, and I'll see you again very soon.